Hey y'all, I am Stacie Jowers. Welcome back to another episode of Talking Tunes. We are back today for another laid back conversation and live acoustic sets with some of the best independent and up and coming artists around the globe. Today I have with me Brad Redlich. Brad, go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about yourself, where you're from, how you ended up in Nashville.
Yeah, of course. My name is Brad Redlich. I'm also known as the emo cowboy here in Nashville. And so my music is typically current country mixed with like 2000s alternative. That's kind of the vibe that I really like to go for. I'm from
Yeah.
Chicago originally, and so there's a lot of that style of music in my roots as well. So I've been in Nashville about a year, and it's been a great time. Been touring across the country and playing in town, Broadway, writing songs, all the things.
Awesome. Yeah, and I noticed when I was reviewing all of your music, a couple of your albums have been named after Chicago. Of course, we'll get into all that a little bit later. So, little homage to home there. You've only been in Nashville for a year. Are you getting used to Nashville? Because that's big difference between Chicago and Nashville.
Yeah, totally. I think this change has actually been somewhat seamless as it can be. I know it's a big move, but I'd been coming back and forth for a year or so, just playing and meeting people and stuff before I actually made the move. And also, Chicago is just such a large city, so coming to Nashville, I was expecting it to be like huge, and I come here, I'm like, it's actually a small town. You can get from one end to the other in about 15, 20 minutes if there's no traffic. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, I've been to Chicago before. My parents used to live there, and shock is probably the correct word for a small
Yeah.
town girl like me to go to Chicago. And especially, I went there in February. February is not a good month for somebody from the South to go to Chicago.
No,
I
definitely
learned
not.
really fast why it's called the Windy City.
Yeah,
So,
seriously.
yeah. That was a shock. I asked my dad, I was like, why are these ropes along the sidewalk? Because we were doing a walking tour down the city. And he's like, you'll find out. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I did. You got
Yeah,
to hang on to
seriously.
them suckers or you're going for a ride.
I know. I know.
But it was fun. Chicago was great. I liked it. I would go back to visit. Live there? No, thank you. Y'all can.
Yeah, I actually grew up in the suburbs in a town called Bolingbrook, and then I moved to the north side of the city for a long time. I lived downtown, and about had enough after a few years. This is kind of all I could take, but I love going down there for all the events and
Yeah.
sports and concerts. But besides that,
Oh,
uh,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah, ran its course.
Yeah. Big city life is something completely different than anywhere in the country. I mean, I live in a small town, like
Hmm.
small town, but yeah, big city life or even Nashville is different than it's
Oh
different.
yeah.
So,
My parents small town, central Illinois. So growing up, we would always love going out there away from the suburbs and the city to just like,
yeah.
do small town stuff and it was just right and then as I got older riding motorcycles and stuff like that. That was what I love to do outside of the
Oh
city.
yeah.
That's not an activity you want to do uh in with a lot of traffic. So
Yeah, no.
yeah, I love it.
No.
I'm a country boy at heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Riding dirt bikes or like riding regular motorcycles.
I'm a Harley guy, so yeah, me and my buddies we go riding. Yeah, that's my therapy, and I haven't brought my bike down to Nashville just yet, just being in apartments and stuff. But still got my truck, of course. But this town is a little too congested for a truck. But whatever. I ain't
Yeah.
ashamed.
Oh yeah. I there's There's nothing like some good old wind therapy, though.
Yeah, that's the thing I miss most about home is I just don't get enough chances to ride down here. But hopefully change that this year. Try to find a way, rent a bike or something.
Oh yeah, and there are some beautiful areas around. I'm not sure about like right there in Nashville, but you just got to go up the road a little bit in Kentucky and some oh man, some beautiful areas to ride.
Oh yeah, I know
And
it.
then just
Like,
come east a little bit to North Carolina. Oh
oh
man,
my God.
we've got some beautiful places to ride this way.
I know. I've been riding on flatland in Illinois forever. I need to get on some hills.
Oh yeah, you would love it. We could show you some great places to ride. All right, well, we're not going to talk about riding. We're not going to take up that time. We're going to talk about your music. I'm going to let you go ahead and kick things off with a song, and then we're going to talk about your latest release that you've got. But let us know what you want to start things off with. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, totally. My first song that I'm gonna play for you today is it's my new song that I just released this past week. It's called "Sundress Sunrise," and wrote it by myself, produced it by myself, played all the
Wow.
instruments and whatnot. That's pretty typical with my releases, unless I'm collaborating with a friend
Okay.
or a producer. It's just about summer love. I tend to write summer songs in the winter because I'm just like missing summer so much. I'm just really like gearing up. So yeah,
Yeah.
those are my best memories. So that's kind of what this song's about.
All right.
I'll just play a verse chorus for you.
Yeah.
Sundress sways like a whisper slow. Morning light on my bedroom floor below. Your shadow dances, stealing the show. Yeah, we both know where this is gonna go. And tell me, am I dreaming about you? 'Cause this just feels so right. Sundress sunrise, caught by surprise, still flying high, all tied up from a Friday night. My heart can't lie, it's written in the sky. Oh, 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 the sundress sunrise, the sundress sunrise, yeah. Sundress sunrise.
Yeah. I am
Go
here
stream
for
it for the
that.
rest of it. Thank you.
And y'all, that is already out. That just released this past Friday, February the 6th. Yeah, I mean that is definitely a vibe. I am here for that. Now, when you started writing that, you said you wrote that all by yourself. Did that stem from a lyric or just a vibe you had? You said you write summer songs in the wintertime. Like, what sparked that song?
Yeah, honestly, so my last project was this kind of emo cowboy project. It was a little more like darker themes,
Yeah.
alternative themes. So I just have this thing where like I have to balance myself. Whenever I release something, I like if I write something sad, the next day I'm writing something happy. Like I just like have this internal balance thing. So I
Yeah.
was like, I need to put out a happy project, and it wasn't super intentional, but I had the title for a while actually, Sundress Sunrise. I was like, that's a cool like title.
Yeah.
Just reminds me of like 2010s like country, like FGL and Cole Swindell and Chase Rice and those guys.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like I was like, how am I gonna write this? And then I kind of like got this little R&B kind of like groove with it on guitar, and it kind of just started to come together from there. Yeah, it's a lot more pop leaning than a lot of the rock stuff I've done in the past. So I thought it was cool.
Yeah, it is. I've noticed your music does lean a little rock.
Hmm.
Which I mean, I'm here for that too. I know I read some of your influences are like Tom Petty, I'm John Mayer, which
Yeah.
is really cool. And I definitely get that vibe in your music. And then I hear this and I'm like, okay, that's not Tom Petty, John Mayer. This is definitely more of a country pop feel, but I like it. And that's cool. It's a different a different wave for you, but like you said, you did that intentionally. You kind of wanted
Yeah.
to flip the switch there.
Yeah, totally. And I think just coming down to Nashville, you hear a lot of this stuff at these writers' rounds that we go to and in the
Yeah.
showcases that we play. And it just kind of like seeps a little more into you, day by day of like that kind of bro country era and like just feel
Yeah.
good country. That's really what brought me into country music was how good it felt to listen to it and in the summer nights and all that kind of stuff. So I'm a big fan of that, but I just know that like I do rock really well, and so I don't want to like abandon that by all means. But there's
No.
nothing wrong with releasing like a pop single every so often.
Yeah, no. I mean, I've said it often. I don't think any artist has to stick to one specific lane. I
No.
mean, especially when you know the type of artist that you are, you like to take various different lanes and you can do it. It's different if you can't pull it off. You
For
know,
sure.
there's some artists that try to go everywhere and it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
That's different. If
Yeah.
you can do both and you like doing both, go for it. There's no rules to music. That's the thing. There's no
Totally.
rules.
And I'm a man of the people. I'll be the first to say it. Like, if the people want something, here you
Yeah.
go. Like, I'm not one of those artists that's like, oh, you liked it when I did that. That's not really me. Like, I'll be like, hey, like, I like all kinds of music. I'm
Yeah.
just here to give you guys what's gonna make you feel good and what you guys want to listen to.
Yeah.
So I feel this bro country era kind of coming back a little. I think we like had a little bit of departure from the feel good summer songs the past few years with country music. It's been a little more like on the sadder, like deeper side, which I think is cool
Yeah.
because now it's just gonna come back even stronger and I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah.
Like summer is my favorite. I wish it
Yeah.
was summer all year long.
Those summer anthems that just get you pumped up. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I
So,
love those too. I mean, I'm all for like a song that's just gonna get you in your feels and
hmm
everybody needs a good cry every now and then. But those
oh yeah,
summer anthems that get you pumped up, yes.
yeah.
I, like the beach music, the beach country music.
Yes, yes,
Yep.
yeah.
I'm all about those too. Yeah. So what's a show of yours like? You said you're like all about the people. So you read your crowd when you're out playing and you just kind of I know typically artists will have like set list that you go by.
hmm
Are you one that you're going by that set list no matter what, or are you going to switch it up according to how the crowd's doing?
I definitely switch it up, and my band hates me for it. But, if I see something working, or if I see a certain demographic out there that's like vibing to something, I'm gonna go full force into that. So yeah, I'll switch it up just based on the vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love a show of yours then.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
so
it's like, Brad, what are you doing?
I know. And yeah, I mean, and that's the fun, and that's what I've learned from playing these cover shows and live shows on Broadway and
Yeah.
in Chicago, we have a lot of country bars and rock bars and all this kind of stuff. Just coming up through that, I mean, you got 4 hours of music to pick songs. So you really
Yeah.
gotta like
A
be
lot.
on it. That's a lot of music to choose from. So.
Yeah.
But lately, we've been playing a lot of this, like Blink 182 and Fall Out Boy and Creed and stuff mixed with our like country songs. Like people kind of like the switch of rock and country back and forth. So
Yeah.
that's kind of how my shows are. Like we'll have some really edgy rock song, and then we'll come up with Sundress Sunrise, and it's like, you get everything. So that's what I try to do.
Yeah.
But
I've noticed that in a lot of concerts that I've went to that the artist will have like a cover set
mhm.
within their show and they'll bring out they'll bring out depending on the artist of course, but they'll bring out some crazy stuff from like way back when.
Yeah.
And it's just typically songs that are going to get the crowd moving or, either dancing or singing along or both.
Mm-hmm. I
'Cause
love it.
yeah, I do too. I'm all about it.
I think a lot of artists they want to stray away from the covers, but I think if you do a really good cover of a song, like, that's no different than like releasing a song that was written by a bunch of songwriters, like what happens
Yeah,
in Nashville. Like that's just feeling the music, and
yeah,
I think there's a certain authenticity to that goes a little bit
exactly.
unseen. So
Well, I think it gives you guys a chance to share some of your favorite music with us.
oh yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good point. Yeah.
yeah, it's an insight to y'all because
Hmm.
for me, it's like, oh, okay, is this what he jams out to in the car going down the road? Or, when he's at home cleaning, is he listening to this and he stops and breaks out dancing?
Yeah, right. I know.
Because I've been to a Jelly Roll concert or a Kane Brown concert, and
Hmm.
they'll stop and they'll break out singing some song and they're dancing on stage like crazy. And I can
Yeah.
just picture this is what's going on in their living room,
Hmm.
And it,
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of artists like are just fans of music. That's how we got into this. I know that's how
exactly.
I got
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah.
So, like, I had a roommate in college that I didn't play music, but he was like, "Hey, if you like music so much, why don't you play it?" And we didn't really like get along that well. He was kind of like saying as like, "Stop talking about music all the time, dude. Just like go do it." So, I was like, "All right, that's a good idea, man. I'll go try it out." So
Thanks for
that
telling
that
me.
was literally how I picked up the guitar and started
Oh,
singing.
wow.
I didn't start as a child. I was always interested as a child. I mean, there's videos on my parents' camera of me dancing to Backstreet Boys and singing with a guitar and stuff, but I never played. I mean, I just kind of like was just such a big fan. So,
Wow. You didn't
yeah.
really start until college?
Yeah, for real. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't know why I waited so long or whatever. I think I picked up a guitar a few times like, oh, this is hard. But really I just want to be a singer. That was kind of the thing. But I just love music, just all instruments as well. So,
Yeah.
um, but
And
yeah,
you self-taught yourself? You self-taught yourself?
yeah, self-taught. A lot of the way I learned was just going over to friends' houses and garages and just jamming out, and then going to open jams at blues bars in Chicago. That was kind of how I got my education in it, I would say. So
Wow.
yeah, just the old-fashioned way, just
That's
just making it
crazy.
up as you go.
And
so,
you
so
said
that's kind of where
earlier,
my go ahead.
sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead.
sorry. I was just gonna say that's kind of where my rock and roll like background comes from
Yeah.
is that, and then the country songwriting, just being in my room, just trying to write a song, and then just bringing it to my band and being like, all right, let's make this into a rock song.
Yeah.
So I think,
Wow.
anyways, I don't know. Hindsight's 2020. I didn't know what I was doing.
Hey, you learned on the spot. I mean, on the job training, there's typically nothing better than that. But
Seriously, seriously.
you can teach some things I mean, I have zero music talent. You probably could not teach me how to do some things. Something you either have it or you don't have it. And I think
Hmm.
for you to be able to have just picked up the things like you did, you were just born with it. So,
That's what I'm slowly maybe realizing. I don't know.
yeah.
I never thought that I would be doing this. I just really love it though. I really genuinely just love music, all kinds of music. So
Yeah.
I think that's definitely helped me stick with it too.
Well, I mean, there's more to it than that because I genuinely love all kinds of music, but I can't carry a tune in a bucket. So you have to
Appreciate
have,
it.
yeah, you have to have a level of talent that comes naturally. And, God gave you that gift, not me. So
Yeah.
there's,
Well, thank you.
there's the difference. Um, But speaking of that talent, because you mentioned earlier that with Sundress, Sunrise, and I guess your other music, that you played you sang it, obviously. You played all of the instruments, you produced it, you did all of that yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a lot.
Yes. Well, thanks. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a drum kit here. I'm in a little apartment, but I program the drums and have a production little mini
Yeah.
studio. But yeah, I started, well, I played drums when I was in 5th grade in the band, not drum kit or anything, just like
Yeah.
percussion. So I did that for a few years, but I was like the worst one. I'd get yelled at every day because I never practiced. I'm like, where's the rock songs? I know I love this like concert band stuff, but this ain't really what I thought this was gonna be.
That's not what I signed up for.
So I think just having that rhythm, I think, really helped me learn instruments and production, and how songs are laid out when you
Yeah.
when you produce a song. So, but yeah, during COVID is really when I learned to do all that myself because I had no other option. I'm like, I want to
Right.
keep releasing music and writing music and putting it out, but I can't go like to a studio or record with people or write with people. So I'm like, I'm just gonna do it myself. So
Yeah.
it was kind of by nature I was forced into a do-it-yourself situation, and so I think in the long run that has definitely helped me progress. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of where that came from.
Wow. That's, I've heard a lot of, not a lot of people, but some people say that they did that during COVID. That a
Hmm.
lot of artists learned how it was either sink or swim. Basically, if they
Yeah.
wanted to keep putting music out during COVID, they had to learn how to do it themselves. And I wonder how many producers hate that artists did that.
Right. I know. It's wild.
I mean, I'm
There's
sure
a lot of
there's
us.
plenty that did not learn how, so I'm sure there's still plenty of business around for them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
um,
they're all right.
yeah, there's a great many of artists that learned how to do the whole 9 yards during COVID. But you know,
Hmm. And even like the content side of it too, I think like the
yeah,
video and stuff, like I had to learn how to do that probably mostly during COVID as well, and I'm still
yeah,
learning how to do that every day. I'm not a videographer, but
yeah.
that's an important piece to the music game now. It's just
Oh
having
yeah,
content as well,
yep.
um, which
The
I
social
enjoy
media
it, but
world.
it's just so much. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
sure. Yeah, it's
I'd
it's a
rather
whole
just.
different ball game in the music industry than it was even 10 years ago versus
Hmm.
now. Or can you imagine being in the music industry in the 90s?
I know. It's like a lot of my favorite bands and artists and country artists, rock, whoever is from the '90s for sure. Like
Yeah,
from Smashing Pumpkins to Alan Jackson to Nirvana. Like that is like my favorite era probably of music, '90s and early 2000s. But it's like, yeah, I don't know if it was harder or easier or what. Like I think you just have to have the do-it-yourself entrepreneurial mindset today. I think that's just the difference.
yeah,
But I don't know. I don't know if it was harder or not. I can't say.
I know. Yeah, I've never got to interview any of those, so I don't know. But I mean,
Yeah.
they literally had to walk down streets and knock on doors. It wasn't like this. So,
Yeah. And I personally prefer that. I'm a go-getter. I
yeah.
love that kind of face-to-face interaction. I would rather
Same.
do that than online all day, but I know if you do that now, it's not considered like normal.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Oh,
got their Ring cameras and stuff. You can't go door-to-door sales and do stuff like that anymore. So,
oh yeah,
it
you're
is
gonna
what
get
it
the door
is.
slammed in your face if you did that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't
You
know
didn't
if
make
that would
your
be good for
appointment
my
first. You didn't call
reputation.
first.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah. You would not get greeted well if you just showed up on somebody's door right now.
Yeah. But hey, I mean, maybe it would make you stand out and be different, I don't know, you know.
Yeah, but I don't know if it would be in a good way.
Yeah, that's true.
I
That's
mean, that's a
true.
chance you take.
Yeah.
It would be remembered. I just don't
Yeah,
know if it would be good or bad.
for sure.
Yeah,
For
there's so
sure.
many etiquette rules that you have to follow nowadays that
You got to be a little more nonchalant about it
yeah.
these days, I think.
Oh yeah. It's a
But
different day, different time. But music is music. It still makes people happy, still makes people feel good. So you've got more feel good music coming. Is it more like Sundress Sunrise or what is
yeah,
coming down the pike?
yeah, I have definitely a few more of those tunes. I've been trying to put out songs this month for Valentine's Day. February is
Ah,
the month of lovey-dovey songs.
okay.
That's what I'm doing. That's my little project for this month. And then next month it could be different, and I won't
Oh,
reveal it. I've
okay.
got loads and loads of songs that I've been stacking up since my last project came out. So I'm just kind of picking and choosing and seeing what's going to work and just kind of going in that direction. So um,
Okay.
should hopefully set up the summer pretty nice. So
Awesome. Okay. Are they all going to be singles or are we headed towards an album?
I think my view is I'm going to do a few different EPs, so mini
Okay.
albums. So like I'll have an EP of Sundress, Sunrise, country, feel good songs, summer songs. So four
Okay.
songs. And then I'll have four more songs of the next vibe, which I'll just say this, it's a little more on the more acoustic folk, like what's popping right now, like the Zach Bryan type stuff. So
Ooh. Okay.
yeah, yeah, so a little more stripped back, but like still like a rockin' like energy, but like a little more like lyrical and stripped back
I love that.
vibe. Yeah, yeah. So I've played a few of those songs out at rounds in town, and people were like, "That's a good song." I'm like, "Well, I appreciate it. I might put it out. We'll see."
Ah,
It's definitely different than other stuff I've done. And then I think after that, I have a little bit more of a heavier southern rock, bluesy, country like um,
I love it.
project. So yeah, so it
Okay.
should
I'm looking
be.
forward to these
Yeah,
projects.
yeah, I'm super excited to like just start dropping music. Like I'm really excited to do it.
Yeah. All right. Well, you're going to have to keep me updated on drop dates.
Oh, totally, totally. I'll be posting.
Yeah. No, I get the sneak advance.
Yeah, you do. You do. And if anyone's listening, this is how you find out. You got
Yeah.
to tune into the podcast.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
All right. Gosh. Okay, now you just mentioned I've got this question and then I'm going to have you I can't see, I told you 30 minutes goes by fast. I'm going to ask you this question then I'm going to let you close us out with the song. You mentioned playing the acoustic songs out during live shows and writers rounds and stuff. Does that kind of dictate what you release, how the audience reacts to what you play out?
100%. 100%. That does, and then also social media, posting stuff on social media, seeing how people react to it. I definitely, and it's not that I'm not going to release something that I don't test on social media. It's just what am I going to release first? I
Right.
start to
Your order of
prioritize
things.
certain projects. Like when I put out Sundress Sunrise, when I put out a snippet, the reaction was like immediate. Like people wanted that song. So I was like, okay, like I'll go with this project first, but I have other songs and genre bending stuff that I have in the back seat. So I was like, I'll stick with this for a while and promote this project, and then we'll move on. And so yeah, that's kind of how I formulate my releases,
Yeah, that makes sense. Kind of
which
a
is nice.
test market.
Yeah, totally, totally. So
Yeah.
I always, if you come see me at a writer's round or something, like I'm always playing new stuff. Like I rarely play stuff that like I already have released. I know a lot of people do that. They're trying to promote their stuff. But
Yeah.
if you come out, I mean, if you request a song, I'll play it. But
Yeah.
I like to play new stuff and just kind of surprise people. So
Yeah, well, isn't that really what a writer's round is for? Is more so for t-
I
testing out
think
the new
so.
stuff? I
I think so, but everyone has kind of their own way they like to do it. Some people like to just play songs that they already have out. So if
yeah.
someone's new there and they want to go hear it, they're like, it's already out, go listen to it.
Yeah.
I like to play unreleased stuff
Yeah,
personally.
I
So.
mean, I'm not a musician, obviously, but that was just kind of always my take on what a writer's round was
Hmm.
getting the feel for unreleased stuff.
Hmm. Yeah, and I mean, there's like hit songwriters that'll be like, "Here's my number one hit,"
Yeah,
So, that's cool too. So I get that, but
yeah.
yeah,
I guess it
that.
depends on the type of writer's round it is, because there is different
Hmm.
types out there. So, and
Totally,
different show
totally.
formats. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I get that.
100%.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, I'm going to let you close us out with another song choice of yours.
Well, thank you so much. This has been a great time, and yeah, I really appreciate you having me on here.
Oh, yeah, it's been a blast. Tell us about this song that you're going to close us out with.
Yeah. So I'll play a song that I just released, or not just released, but a little bit ago. The song's called Cherry Stem, and it's about falling in love with a girl who can tie a knot with a cherry stem. It's
All
hard to
right.
resist. I'll just play the verse, chorus, and the album version is very rock, and we wrote it kind of more acoustic. So it's always cool to play this one.
Oh, yeah. I love
Yeah.
acoustic versions of stuff, so this is cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. At a vibe moment she walked in, a little rock and roll, a little old fashioned, smile at me like a west coast wind. I was gone when she took my hand. You want a night you'll never forget, said watch this party trick. Cherry stem still on my lips, tongue tied up like we were back then. And every time I see them Hollywood Hills, I think of her and I'm right back in my yard in a twist. And every night I still wish I could chase a memory with a kiss. Whoa, that cherry stem, yeah. That cherry stem, yeah. Tattoo of a favorite band. I had a front row seat like a #1 fan. Never felt that way before, like we were the only ones on the dance floor. Cherry stem still on my lips, tongue tied up like we were back then. And every time I see them Hollywood Hills, I think of her and I'm right back in my yard in a twist. And every night still wish I could chase a memory with a kiss. Whoa, that cherry stem, yeah. Yeah, that cherry stem, yeah. Whoa, and that cherry stem.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. If y'all want to hear the rock version of that, go to Spotify. I think I probably heard that earlier when I was listening to your music because I was just like on your Spotify thing, letting it go. I love the acoustic version of that.
Thanks. Yeah, I know it was like hard for me to decide what I wanted to do with that one, but I was like, I should probably just do both at some point. So.
And that would work country.
Hmm. Yeah, totally, totally. That was kind of more how we wrote it too. Me and my friend Brian Frazier, he's a really good artist and good buddy of mine, and we had a lot of fun writing that one. But we had both just come home from trips from Los Angeles with our girls, and we came back and we were like, we should write a song about L.A. instead of just Nashville, country.
Yeah,
song.
it's very LA-ish. Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
can get that vibe there. But yeah, because I mean, your voice, even though I mean, you can definitely do rock because y'all need to go here to do some rock. Your voice lends very much country.
Thank you.
Uh, Yeah, very much so. So yeah, you could definitely pull that off as just straight up country song.
Yeah, I think I will at some point. Yeah, but
That'd be
I've
cool.
struggled with that my whole life. That's my whole career is do I do
That's
rock
not
or
a struggle.
country?
That's a gift.
I guess it keeps things interesting, you know. You just don't
Yeah,
know what's
I
gonna
don't see it
happen.
as a
So,
struggle because you can, like I was talking about earlier, you can go either lane
yeah.
and you can pull it off. You can do that.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it works.
that's thank you. So who knows? Maybe we'll put it out, or maybe this will be the version people come see. You know, who
Yeah,
knows?
y'all heard it here. The acoustic version here. If you want to hear it again, you're gonna have to go listen to the podcast.
There
So
you go.
yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I've had a blast, Brad. Thank you so much. That was amazing. I love that version of it. And we can look forward to more acoustic versions on that upcoming project that you have.
Yeah.
So, all
Thank you
right.
so much.
Yes. All right. So, if y'all are not already following Brad, make sure that y'all go give him a follow. BradRedlich.com. Is that right? Okay.
Yes.
Yes. All right. And all socials, Instagram, Facebook, all that. I will link everything below when I put the podcast out, so y'all will be able to find everything really easy. So if you're not already following him, make sure that y'all go give him a follow. And if you're not following Rt66 on Spotify, make sure you do that so you don't miss a single podcast episode when it comes out. Y'all, thank you for following. Make sure you continue to follow to keep up with these independent artists that we bring on. They deserve the attention. Hope you enjoyed this episode as much as we have. Remember, be kind to each other and keep it country. See you next time.